Good afternoon, good morning. This is Mark Johnson, CEO of Loyalty360. Welcoming everyone back to our new edition of Loyalty Live. In this series, we talk to the leaders in customer channel and brand loyalty about the technology, trends, and best practices that impact a brand's ability to drive customer channel and brand loyalty. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Bindu Gupta. She is a loyalty and marketing strategist for Comarch. How are you today, Bindu?
I'm good, Mark. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Great day in Cincinnati, as you said. I think it's a good day in New York as well, or Jersey, correct?
It is. It's sunny, but you can feel the fall air. It's definitely setting in. Yeah.
All right, perfect. In this series, we like to get to know a little bit about the people we're talking to, but also the goal is to truly get a kind of a deeper understanding of some of the things that you at Comarch are seeing with regard to customer loyalty, its evolution, best practices, and what's working. So, first off, we'd love to learn a little bit more about the people we're talking to. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your role at the company, and maybe a little bit about your background as well?
Sure. So I've been in the field of marketing for about 10 years now. That's kind of the length of the time I've been in this country as well. So I came here to study and I started, working on marketing with a lot of different clients and have a deep understanding of, email, mobile, social channels. Was really a digital marketer before this. Now, as a loyalty and marketing strategist for Comarch, I'm really focused on the retention piece of the life cycle. So that's just in terms of, my background. But I'm originally from India, and but I love this country, so I've settled down well here.
That's awesome. We also like to know kind of a fun fact about you yourself, something unique, something different about you that people may find interesting. We've had people that told us that they're into gaming. People, Clay from PK said he was into long boat racing, kind of like regattas, I guess they're called. So in the last one, I think we heard that the lady was left on the doorstep when she was 2 weeks old by her parents in Vietnam. So can you top any of those?
Well, that's a tough one to top, but I have, when I was born, my parents were super excited. So were my grandparents. So they gave me a very long birth name. So my full name before marriage was Pravina Bindu Sudha Lakshmi Kumbala.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of a fun fact, but I did change my name after I got married, just to keep it simple in terms of, filling all these different kind of forms every day. So life is a little bit simple now, but I will never, let go of that fun fact.
Okay, great. Can you tell us a little bit about Comarch, what you guys do, how you do it, what industries you work in? It'd be great for those who listen to learn a little bit more about Comarch and what you guys do.
Sure, absolutely. So Comarch is a global company in every sense of the word. We were actually founded in Poland in the early 90s. And our focus is designing and implementing IT solutions for large enterprises. We've done it for airlines and travel companies, finance, you name it. So I'm part of the loyalty and marketing services hand of it. And my role is really focused on creating exciting loyalty strategies, for our clients so they can get the best ROI and engage with their customers in the best manner.
Excellent. One of the things we'd like to know and like to hear is how people define customer loyalty. It's very important to understand kind of how people are defining it, because having a defined understanding helps us kind of socialize and understand it, as you know. So, how do you at Comarch define customer loyalty? What does it mean to you and your team?
Right. Yeah. As you said, everybody defines it, a little bit differently. There are, different goals, different factors involved. But as for Comarch, we want to extend loyalty beyond just, increased transactions or increased spend. Our focus is to build that relationship, create strategies and create a platform which will engage with our customers at a much deeper level than just, transaction based. So overall, in terms of our ideology, that's what we believe in.
Okay, great. What's the biggest challenge or opportunity you see today pertaining to customer loyalty?
Well, the biggest challenge I feel even today is a lot of retailers and a lot of brands, they are focused on the transactional element, right? It's all about how can I get them to visit more or spend more with my brand. And they kind of leave it at that, right? So a lot of these kind of punch card type of loyalty programs, it's just all about, more traffic or more transactions. So I feel like there is, especially now, there's a need to move away from the transaction and go into that relationship building and more customer centric focused programs and strategies. And the pandemic, for of course it's insane right now, but it does have provided a lot of opportunities for brands and retailers to take a step back and look at what can be done better, how can we cater to this change in environment, how can we connect with our customers beyond transactions.
Great. What is a brand or maybe a couple that you think are doing an exceptional job with regard to creating customer loyalty, and why?
Right. So Amazon comes to mind for sure. Amazon has been on the top of things most of the time. I wouldn't say it was 100% fault free, but it did provide a lot of opportunities to connect with their existing customers. And I've talked about this, in a bunch of our webinars we've done recently. One of the things they've done is in the beginning of the pandemic, they paused all, new subscriptions to their program and only focused on their current customers. So if you just, became a part of their Prime membership, you kind of have to hold on or wait list till, the existing customer are catered to. Other than that, they also have a really good use of technology. So when you use their app or even their customer service is very fast. You can get your issues resolved, under a minute sometimes. So from personal experience, Amazon has been, really great in terms of handling a lot of the challenges. And the other one is also Ford, and who's also a client of ours. They had also focused completely on their existing customers. In fact, they moved their marketing dollars from promoting their new vehicles and just use that to provide payment services to their existing customers. So if they are having issues making payments for their cars, they could always reach out. So that speaks volumes in terms of how a brand is treating their customers in times of challenges like these, right? When they're losing jobs and there is a heightened stress level in all aspects of life. So it's not just the transaction, but they're moving beyond that. So those two brands, I feel have done a good job.
And are there a couple of brands that you are loyal to, that you find yourself very loyal to? And who are they, and why are you so loyal to them?
Yes, I am. From personal experience, as a mom of two kids and working full time, I do tend to go to Amazon a lot. It's just very easy for me. It's convenient, so it's kind of a no-brainer for me to kind of do any kind of shopping there. But in addition to that, there's also HelloFresh, the meal kit service, which is also very great in terms of not just the quality of materials to provide, but in terms of customer service, the way they handle issues, or if I have an issue with any of the ingredients, the speed with which they would take an action, and even the quality of and the tone of their communications. Be it email or their in-app messaging. So I think they have done a good job of tying everything together. So I don't feel disconnected as a customer. I feel like, they know exactly where I'm coming from, and they kind of pick up from there and personalize that experience for me.
Okay, right. What's one piece of advice that you would give to a brand who is looking to kind of improve their customer experience or customer loyalty efforts today?
Well, as I mentioned before, you have to move away from transaction-based thinking and, focus on relationship building. So that ties in with the concept, which I've been talking about a lot. And it's not a new concept, but we've been focused on promoting this in terms of how you can think about loyalty, which is customer centricity. So customer-centric loyalty programs, customer-centric organizations, they tend to be more profitable. They tend to have that deeper connection, with their customers, obviously because they are focusing everything on the needs of their customer. So I feel like that is something we need to see more of, and it's slowly changing. I mean, the concept of customer centricity has been in our marketing landscape for a while now, but how many true examples actually come to mind when you talk about it? So it's evolving. I would say it's getting more attention. And brands and retailers are thinking more about it because they do kind of realize that they have to pivot, they have to make changes and be agile, right, based on how the environment and also how the consumer psychology is. So I feel like that'll be one thing to keep in mind.
Okay, great. Are there technologies or services that you see being developed, or even maybe some of the technologies or services that Comarch may be developing that down the road may better enable customer loyalty? Or maybe there's some things on your roadmap or wish list that you would like to see developed. What are those?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like there is enough technology today which is not being utilized effectively and efficiently already, right? So for example, personalization. We've been talking about personalization for years now, but how exactly, how enhanced is the personalization today when I'm talking to any brand or retailer? So I feel like that needs to be taken to another level. And this is where artificial intelligence and machine learning, play a really important role, because they would take not just your behavioral data of the customer, but all aspects of, all kind of interactions and use that information to create a true one-to-one experience. I do anticipate more adoption of AI and ML in the near future. I do see that it's definitely picking up. And in addition to that, I also feel like, given that now we are, kind of in our own virtual world, so AR and VR technologies are, I anticipate them to also pick up, especially for like apparel and cosmetic, these kind of brands where you can merge the virtual and the real in a better way, right? You can literally try on that makeup or that dress through an app and see how it fits you or how it looks on you without ever having to leave your home. And now it's, we are in that situation where we can't really, leave our home for too long. So I think that technology can pick up more now. It's been there for a while, but this is the time to shine, I guess.
Okay, great. So the current trend or current technology that you see, it's important for brands to kind of leverage. You mentioned that there's a lot of technology out there that marketers may not be leveraging. Is it using more artificial intelligence or more machine learning, getting better data insight, driving more actionability from kind of your models, whether they're predictive or regressive or descriptive? Is that something you see as kind of the big challenge, or should I say the big opportunity?
Yes, it's definitely a challenge and an opportunity. The data you gather for your customers, and the customer journey is not linear anymore, right? So it's all channels, all the time, different screens. It's all over the place. So it's not going to be straightforward. So to make a true sense of where the customer is coming from or how they're interacting with your brand through different outlets, you do need that data, you do need that visibility. So I do feel that AI and ML would be key there.
Okay, great. And last question we have for you today, what can we do at Loyalty360 as a trade association for the industry to help you, to help brands, to help everyone in the industry, more in their journeys?
I mean, I feel like it's already a great resource where I can get all the, information about how brands are doing, what changes are happening. I feel as long as we knowledge share, we have more brainstorming sessions and we invest in research. So, we can get all the information as we can I feel that will be really helpful in terms of a community.
All right, great. Well, Bindu, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today. It was great getting to know you. I loved learning the fact that you had a hugely long name at one point and you condensed that, which was good for us all. And thank you for everything you do in the industry, and look forward to catching up with you in Comarch later in the year.
Thanks, Mark. Same here. It was great chatting with you.
All right, thank you.
Bye.